Good afternoon. Welcome to the 2019 Hillsborough County Neighborhoods Conference. I'm Liana Lopez, and I serve as the Chief Communications Administrator. It's my pleasure to be your MC for the 2019 Hillsborough County Neighborhood Recognition Awards. Today, we celebrate the contributions made by residents and organizations who have given generously of their time and energy for the good of communities throughout the region. Your spirit and dedication to building outstanding places for your children, friends, and neighbors forms the foundation of everything we love about Hillsborough County. You are the reason we have so many beautiful, safe, and rewarding places to call home. And you are what makes Hillsborough County a great place to live, work, and play. Before we move on to the award ceremony, I want to recognize the special guests we have with us today. Please join me in welcoming District 1 County Commissioner Sandra Merman. District 7 County Commissioner Kimberly Overman. County Administrator Mike Merrill. And Deputy County Administrator Greg Horwedel. I also want to take a minute to recognize the people who make this event possible, especially our neighborhood relations team, who put in countless hours to provide informative and interesting content for this event. Would you please stand and be recognized? You. And in the back, we got a couple in the back. And thank you to all our green shirt volunteers. We couldn't do this conference without you. Now, please enjoy your lunch as we recognize the winners of this year's awards. This is a very special day because it celebrates the accomplishments of the people who make lasting positive impacts on the fabric of our communities. Volunteer organizations, homeowner associations, clubs, and civic groups all consist of caring people who are invested in their communities. They ensure all of our neighborhoods will remain safe, beautiful, and vibrant places for years to come. Your strong partnerships with Hillsborough County are a key piece of our mission to build prosperity for every resident in this community. Today, we are proud to recognize the fruits of your labor and to honor your commitment to making Hillsborough County a great place to live, work, and play. Thank you all. Give yourselves a round of applause for everything you do. As we announce this year's winners, please come up to the photo area on the stage when your group is called to receive your award. And be sure to enter the stage from the right. We have a set of stairwells here, so please be sure to enter it from the right and remain there to take your photo. Our first 4 categories recognize the most effective homeowner boards, the Neighborhood Unsung Hero, and Neighborhood Arts. Please join me in welcoming District 1 County Commissioner Sandra Merman, who will present these awards.
Well, good afternoon, everyone. Great to see you all here at our neighborhood conference. It's this annual event. I have not missed one.
You have not.
And I can't tell you, every year I learn something new about a neighborhood and projects you've worked on. And I want to thank you because you're really the backbone. Just like Liana said, you are the backbone, the foundation of every single thing we do. All the actions we take, from water to development to transportation, everything we do is because of you. So thank you, and thanks for always giving us good, hard feedback, whether it's, and we can take the negative with the positive, but it's always a pleasure to work with each and every one of you. So, and I do hope everybody's having a great time. So that's why we're moving through the luncheon a little faster, because it's really a beautiful day outside, if you all notice. So we'll get done sooner and you can get outside and enjoy it. Our first presentations are for the most effective board. This honor recognizes small and large boards that demonstrate effective leadership and serve to move their neighborhood organizations forward. Now I'd like to present the winner of the most effective board in the small division. Okay. This year's honor goes to Dana Shores Civic Association. Would the members please come forward? This association took the lead on an issue of great importance to many communities, and actually it really is a game changer for many communities throughout Hillsborough County. It's the ability to place their telephone, cable, and other utilities underground. It really has been a monumental task, but they've really put a template together. It's really been phenomenal. Doing so increases safety, improves network reliability, enhances aesthetics, among other positives. Dana Shores residents began talking about this in 1979, and as we gather here today, it is happening in their community, positively impacting 417 homes. This is truly a resident-driven initiative led by board members and volunteers in Dana Shores and Pelican Island working together. This took a lot of collaboration, and their efforts resulted in a landmark county ordinance, one that will enable many other communities to take part in this important program, and that is very impressive. Thank you and congratulations.
We have a board for the Dana Shores Civic Association, and we really focus on large projects that can improve the area and move the neighborhood forward. For the last 13 years, our board has been very systematically working on undergrounding, and we're working to take all the neighborhood utilities and get them buried, which will be safer, more reliable, and hopefully more pleasing to the eye. We have World War I trees that were planted back in the 1920s that go along Dana Shores Drive. So the ability to protect those trees and the legacy that's been planted after them in terms of a living memorial will be great in terms of aesthetics and celebrating our veterans. Taylor Morrison and Pelican Island and Dana Shores, so three completely separate neighborhoods, came together, all bellied up to the bar, figured out how we can get the project done, what's our cost sharing, and signed up so that we can move forward. I would like to thank Commissioner Merman. Of all folks, she's the one that really allowed us to move forward by working with us on the ordinances and the requirements in the county so that we had the ability to have some kind of platform or infrastructure that could allow all the neighborhoods to work together.
That was great. Thank you. And just a little bit about our program we failed to mention. After we give the award, the video about the award winner will come on the screen. Now I get to present the Most Effective Board Award in the large division. And this year is going to the South Seminole Heights Civic Association. And would those members please come forward? That's great. The South Seminole Heights Civic Association is a highly effective, focused, and task-oriented organization. This board even has retreats and team-building exercises. To encourage even more involvement, South Seminole Heights implemented a program that allows residents to volunteer 6 hours of community service in lieu of their $12 membership fee. That's a great idea. In just 3 years, it has grown from 55 members to more than 200. That's phenomenal. Everybody will be coming up to you after this is over. They conduct social events, cultural projects, community cleanups, and fundraising. The South Seminole Heights Civic Association has greatly enhanced its residents' quality of life, and this is just great work, so important for the community, and congratulations.
I believe that the South Seminole Heights Civic Association was nominated for the most effective board because we've really taken the time to address what our residents' needs are in our community, and we've developed goals as an association and goals as board members to help reach those and be impactful in our community, whether it's through philanthropic efforts, community development or growth and trying to give back, or whether it's just really providing social opportunities for our neighbors to get together and understand who the neighbors are on their street. We've brought to Tampa the first street mural for traffic calming measures. We now have the first street art trail in the city of Tampa that we've been developing along our corridors in our neighborhood. We have the Heights Unites Music and Arts Festival, which is a great way to bring people together in our community to raise money for a scholarship as well as to raise money for community improvement projects. And overall, I think that we've just really created this inclusive environment where our neighbors can come together and really enjoy being neighbors. One of the things that we do every year that's a really cool event is we partner with Keep Tampa Bay Beautiful for the community and coastal cleanup. And what we do is we clean along our riverfront that you can see here, and we partner with Keep Tampa Bay Beautiful to track where that trash is and what kind of trash we're collecting so that we can do better with research efforts and also improving the community throughout. You know, if we happen to win an award this year, we'll be very blessed for that opportunity. And I think that the first person that I'd like to thank or people would be our board overall. They work very hard, they work very diligently, and they communicate well to really be impactful and effective. I think that we'd also like to thank the city as well as the county, who have both provided opportunities for us for growth and development, and the county for providing grant opportunities for us to be as impactful as we are. Overall, the number one person I think that we need to thank though is our residents, because in the South Seminole Heights area, we've got the best neighbors, the best residents, and we wouldn't be where we are today if it wasn't for them.
Thank you again. That was awesome, and congratulations. The next award that I'm going to present is the Neighborhood Unsung Hero Award to Martin Spolarich of the West Hampton Homeowners Association. So come on down. I like how we do these awards. You notice we do surprise you. Okay, this award, just so you know how it's given to an individual who goes above and beyond for their neighborhood. This honor recognizes someone who has significantly improved their community's quality of life through their service or leadership. And Martin's commitment to the association has been instrumental in bringing the community together, encouraging friendship and safety throughout the neighborhood. From picking up litter during his daily walks to serving on the HOA board, leading the newly established Community Ambassador Program, Martin is a true unsung hero. And congratulations.
The West Hampton community is lovely. It's a nature-based community, and it's really a lovely environment, made more lovely by the efforts of Marty Spolarich on our board.
Marty's always been the kind of guy that when you ask him to do a project, he goes in full bore to get it complete. Good guy to have on a board.
Well, probably one of the main reasons why the community looks so clean was because, you know, he's out there and he's making sure all the trash is, you know, picked up and things are looking good from the street, and he knows basically every tree on the way into the neighborhood and makes sure that they're all trimmed properly, and he'll actually make note and come to the board with suggestions of what needs to be trimmed, and making sure it just continues looking perfect, which is one of the main reasons why my family moved into the neighborhood.
As this award of the unsung hero, I'd like to say that not all superheroes wear capes. Some superheroes, in my mind, will carry garbage bags. Some will volunteer for positions, help at community events, serve on HOA boards. Marty is that hero. So I'm glad he was nominated, and I think he deserves the right to win this award.
We love you, Marty.
That was great. He has lots of friends. Great. The next award is the Neighborhood Arts Award, and this recognizes a project or activity that has improved the quality of a neighborhood through art. The winner this year is Dana Shores Civic Association. And please join me up here at the podium. A few days before Christmas, more than 40 residents climbed aboard their Florida sleigh. And this is a 20-foot-long flatbed trailer decorated with lights and lined with bales of hay for seats. They cruise around Dana Shores and Pelican Island singing holiday songs, making new friends, reconnecting with others. More people began following in golf carts, bikes, cars, helping to spread the holiday cheer. This wonderful event began 5 years ago out of the bed of a pickup truck, and it's grown every single year. It takes tremendous teamwork to organize this. As you can see, the Dana Shores Civic Association is a great team. Congratulations.
So several times a year we do events, community-wide events, and have a mix of different people coming out for all different things. There's a lot of stuff for kids to do, Halloween parties in the park or Christmas caroling with a hayride. A lot of it is just some people can't get out and participate in things. One of our events is the hayride, where we have holiday caroling, where we go to people's homes and unload a wagon full of people. This year we had more than 40 people who just don't get out of their homes, and so we wanted to bring kind of a holiday to them. Getting involved in your neighborhood is just a great idea because it's a lot more fun, and it gives you a lot more association with people and a lot more community and a sense of purpose and a sense of place and belonging. I think the more things we do and the more people we know and the more events we participate in, the more fun it is, and the more we recognize each other when we're around. So if we win this award, I'd like to thank the board who organizes and kind of pulls everything together, and the Women's Club that organizes and funds a lot of the activities that we do. We wish you a Merry Christmas. We wish you a Merry Christmas. We wish you a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. We wish you a Merry Christmas. We wish you a Merry Christmas. We wish you a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year.
It's great. The next 4 awards recognize making it happen in the neighborhood, something near and dear to me, the most effective communications, and neighborhood improvement. Please welcome District 7 County Commissioner Kimberly Overman, who will recognize these winners.
Thank you, Leanna. Making It Happens Awards is one of the most exciting things for me, because what I truly love about neighborhoods is it is neighborhoods that make things happen. We recognize the residents who develop and implement successful turnaround program by revitalizing a distressed neighborhood. The 2019 winner is Sugar Creek and Buffalo Estates. Would the members please join me? Don't be shy, come on. This association decided it wanted to make a difference by creating a more sustainable community through efforts that improve the environment, the community's aesthetics, and individuals' health. As a result, members organized quarterly litter walks, which are held on Saturday. They did phone bites and emails that are sent to notify and rally the residents. The group also partnered with Hillsborough County and Keep Tampa Bay Beautiful as part of this initiative. Additionally, Sugar Creek and Buffalo Estates have been a host site for the Hillsborough River and coastal cleanups. Their efforts foster unity and strengthen community bonds. Great job, everybody. You guys have done a wonderful, wonderful job.
The Sugar Creek and Buffalo Estates Civic Association is comprised of 369 homes approximately. We have about 1,500 people who live in our community, and it's a very diverse community. And our motto is to be able to make the community a sustainable place for everyone to live. Our residents noticed that the banks were eroding, and we also wanted to beautify our community. With us doing that, we reached out to Hillsborough County Stormwater to discuss our concerns, and they partnered with us, which was awesome. They provided over 100 plants at no cost to the residents in the area. We had to come out on a cool Saturday morning, and we had volunteers from inside and outside the communities, and we planted plants the entire morning, and it was really nice. We enjoy working with Hillsborough County, all departments, because with that, we understand that that's the only way for you to be able to get things done in your community is by having open communication and communicating what your concerns are. If we want to make it happen award, we would like to thank Hillsborough County Board of County Commissioner, Commissioner Miller, for continuing to come out every year, having our town hall meetings with us, bringing all the departments with the resources here to us. We would also like to thank Hillsborough County Neighborhood Relations, Hillsborough County Parks and Rec for assisting us with the Bypass Canal Park project, and all the other county departments who've assisted the Sugar Creek and Buffalo Estates Civic Association, and our residents and our volunteers.
Job well done. You know, it's great watching these neighborhoods just raise the bar every year. It gets tougher and tougher to compete for these. Well, I have several community development awards to offer, and the next is the Neighborhood Communications Award. We have two divisions of this particular award, a small and a large. This award recognizes excellence in strategic neighborhood communications for the best communications plan published and printed by a professional service, and best communications plan by a neighborhood or volunteer. The winner in the small division is Lake St. Charles Community Development District Board of Supervisors. Come on up. You know, one of the things we do know as neighborhoods, it's most difficult to try and get everybody on what's going on, and this is a great award to offer.
At the direction of the board, they wanted to improve communications with our residents in the community. As a result, we started to research methods to do that were convenient, very cost-effective, and we found an app template company called AppyPie. You pay a one-time lifetime charge, which we actually submitted for a grant and received a grant from Hillsborough County to build the app, so it actually costs us nothing. A great way to communicate with residents, allows push notifications, it has basic analytics. Would highly recommend it for all neighborhoods as a method of communication in this day and age. Everybody's got a cell phone at their fingertips.
I think it was a pretty easy decision to at least try it, and we've been astonished at how many people have downloaded it, and you know, the response that we've been able to get from it. So it's been a good decision, and we're happy that we did it.
We'll even put announcements out front in the community on signs, but no one reads signs anymore. Everybody reads their cell phones. So I think the information gets out better because it is on your cell phone.
Well, I think I'd like to thank first and foremost the one that made it happen, and that would be Mark Cooper, our property manager. And then I'd like to thank the rest of the board for their input, their ideas, and their thinking. You know, the forward thinking of the board is what keeps this community, I think, as being one of the best in the entire Hillsborough County and maybe far beyond that. So the board is strong, it's diverse, and they're always looking to see how we can do things differently. And when we do have an idea or it's brought to us and we approve it, we have a staff that makes it happen. So very, very happy about that.
That's great. Yeah. For years, Lake St. Charles CDD Board of Supervisors relied on quarterly newsletters, as we all have at some point in time, and some of us still do, to keep our residents informed. But that process, as we all know, can be very difficult with printing deadlines and trying to find folks to write stuff. It's a job. So this board decided to take a new approach and an innovative one as well. Using a grant, the board developed the mobile app that was discussed in the video and personalized it for Lake St. Charles community. And the app is free and allows for website links, videos, pictures, article sharing, and much more. It's very popular and it's been downloaded, as you saw, more than 750 times since August. So great job, excellent, great job. Our next award is actually for the large division. The Neighborhood Communications Award in the large division winner is Bloomingdale Homeowner Master Association. Would you please join me at the stage? This homeowner association is rightly proud of its comprehensive and top-notch strategic communications plan, which is developed and put into action by its residents. This effort includes print and digital versions of the Bloomingdale Gazette newspaper, an extensive website, 2 Facebook pages, a Twitter account, and an email alert system. So y'all have way too much time on your hands. Through this platform, the Bloomingdale Homeowners Association delivers up-to-date and detailed information to thousands of its residents. Their work and dedication clearly shows why Bloomingdale is a great place to call home. Thank you so much.
The Bloomingdale Master Association is volunteers that represent all our neighborhoods within Bloomingdale. We are here to serve our fellow neighbors, neighbors helping neighbors. So we're here to also represent our community with our county. When there's meetings about roads, expansions and stuff, we have people that attend those meetings and gather the information. We report it out to our community through a variety of methods. We have our website, we have our Twitter, we have people walking in to the office hours, people calling in, people emailing in. Because what has happened, as you guys all know, everybody knows, is everybody has all these methods to get communication, to get information. Number one is our Bloomingdale Gazette. This is delivered to every one of our homes the first Saturday of every month. And it includes local events, it includes students, it includes pet information, local realty information. It even does such things as promote, we have a local heartline that goes directly to the airport. And it lets our neighbors know about that. You know, I didn't know about it. So it's neat. I've been here since '91 and I learned most of my neighborhood news from the Bloomingdale Gazette. The real key to our communication is actually our hub, which is Joy. Joy Bozell is our office manager. She is our hub. She is our editor of our Bloomingdale Gazette. She also is the one who answers questions when people call and email and come in the door. And with those questions, when she hears a lot of questions, for example, about mosquitoes, now we know that that's an issue. So we're actually having mosquito control come out to our fall festival in 2 weeks. So she is gets the pulse, gets the questions, and then we explore further.
Well done, well done. The next award is for neighborhood improvement. The Neighborhood Improvement Award recognizes innovative projects and activities that enhances a neighborhood's quality of life, which is what we want most in our communities, right? Well, our winner in this category is Jackson Heights Neighborhood Association and Crime Watch. Yo, Jackson, come on up. Come on up. All right, twice a year, the residents of this group come together for their neighborhood litter walk and clean up the streets and make their community sustainable and healthy. I need a full stage up here by those Jackson Heights folks. Come on now, come on. In addition to passing out flyers and posting announcements on Nextdoor and Facebook about street beautification events, the association offers community service hours to all students attending Hillsborough County Public Schools. Excellent work, folks. Excellent work. Let's give them a big round of applause.
Hello, I'm Robert Smith. I am the events coordinator and youth mentor for the Jackson Heights Neighborhood Association. 2 years ago, we partnered with Keeping Tampa Bay Beautiful and we adopted North 34th Street and Eastlake Avenue. 3 times a year, we come together with both members of the community and other organizations in the area to do a street cleanup on both 34th and Eastlake Avenue for both the streets and the neighboring communities surrounding the streets that we've adopted.
Hi, I'm Fran Tate, President of the Jackson Heights Neighborhood Association and Crime Watch. We also incorporate students within our cleanups because we offer them very valuable community service hours that will go toward their high school graduation. We also partner with TPD for our safety as well as solid waste. I also like to say we enjoy our cleanups. It gives us a sense of pride and beauty within our neighborhood. We'd like to thank Hillsborough County. We'd like to thank Neighborhood Relations as well as the Board of County Commissioners. Thank you so very much for this very prestigious award. We are the Jackson Heights Neighborhood Association, a community of great neighbors.
Jackson Heights, I gotta thank you for that enthusiasm. I think you just woke this room up, so thank you. Our next 2 awards honor outstanding volunteer leadership. Commissioner Merman will recognize these winners.
By the way, you all are winners. Yes. Give yourself a round of applause. So our next honor is the Neighborhood Youth Volunteer Award. This award recognizes outstanding volunteer contributions by a teen or youth group that positively impact the lives of people in their neighborhood. The winner this year is South Fork East. Please join me. Hope they're here. Yay, good. Okay, this group is a true force when it comes to improving the community and getting young people involved and invested in their neighborhood. After discovering frequent litter around Clement Pride and Ambleside Boulevards, the young people who live there decided to act. They organized their own litter pickup drive to restore the beauty of the neighborhood. That's an awesome effort. Thank you.
South Fork East Neighborhood Watch is a group of people who are interested in helping the community, participating in activities to help for the betterment of everybody in the community. I particularly have worked on the youth of the community. We set up a number of activities for the kids. We did a summer program where every Saturday we got together and we had a little craft activity, and then we also organized kind of a cleanup activity, litter pickup, where we spent a whole day where a bunch of the kids from the neighborhood got together and everybody took a section of the roads in the community and had a big contest to see who was going to pick up the most trash. They got some exercise. I think a lot of them got the impression that you don't have to pick it up if you don't put it down in the first place. Just don't throw it out. If you don't throw it out, I don't have to pick it up. The more people are involved in the activities, the more they're involved in the community, the more they do and the more they see, then the more they care. And then you got a whole community who's watching out for one another, and a whole community that comes together, and everybody wants to help one another. Particularly, I'd like to thank Karen Gagliardi. She has been our mentor. She started the whole ball rolling. She has done above and beyond what she started out to do. I don't know where she finds the energy to do it, but I'm glad she does.
That was great. Congratulations. Great to hear about young people making an impact. Our next honor is the Neighborhood Outstanding Volunteer Leadership Award. And this honors an individual who consistently demonstrates outstanding volunteer leadership through service to their neighborhood. This year's winner is George May of the Bloomingdale Homeowners Association. Come on up here, George. He works so hard. He's a selfless leader who's shown an unwavering dedication to his community for over 11 years. George has worn many hats for the Bloomingdale Homeowners Association. In addition to serving as its Public Works Chairman, George was also the HOA's Neighborhood Standards Chairman, Cleanup Chairman, Vice President, President, for which he served 5 years. During that time, he has worked tirelessly to enhance his community's identity and enable it to be recognized at the county and state levels, including the creation of a sidewalk repair program and the Nature's Way Calming Project. Congratulations, George.
Really got my start in the Brandon Chamber Commerce back around '95. And really learned how to be a volunteer at that point in time. And when I looked at the Bloomingdale board, I thought, why am I not investing in my own community? Because I felt like I needed to contribute, and I felt like I could. We look at, one, how do we bring the community together? Two, how do we bring value to the community? Three, how do we make the community safer? So if you combine all those things, then you will have a great community. Well, it gives you great pleasure, great pride, knowing that you're making your community or helping your community to be better, to be safer, and to hold our values. I mean, this, for a lot of people, this is their biggest investment, their home. So, you know, you want to have all those to hold your values and continue to grow in your values. So it not only gives us pride, it gives our community pride to participate. Not everybody participates, but you try to get the vast majority to buy into what you're presenting to them, and generally they do. You know, the thing that in my leadership style, you know, we're all volunteers, and you have to understand that. You know, a volunteer could be here today, gone tomorrow. So I try to bring a little bit of levity into the, you know, board meetings, you know, make it light, humorous, and same way with volunteering. You're here giving your time. I appreciate it because the sense of pride and the sense of satisfaction it gives you, there's no way to compare it to it. You know, when you look at a project or look at an event and look at what you accomplished after you've finished it and step back and you say, hey, I was a part of that, there's no better feeling. First and foremost, I would thank my board. I mean, for them, for the years that I led, that they saw the vision I had and that they were able to say, hey, as a team, let's go do this. And they are a great team to go out and accomplish it. Second, I would like to thank Joy, our office manager, because like I told Jim, you know, there's no way I'm stepping into being president of this board without an office manager. And if you remember the show MASH, she was like my radar. I mean, it was amazing to me. She was almost like one step or two steps ahead of me, knowing what I need to have done or what I needed and having it done or the gears turning. She was fabulous help. And of course, I would say my faith. Every morning I pray for wisdom.
Congratulations, George. Our final two awards of the day highlight Neighborhood Watch programs and a neighborhood community partnership. Commissioner Overman will recognize these winners.
Thank you. Neighborhood Watch Community Emergency Response Team Award recognizes volunteer service and dedication to protecting the lives and property and other remarkable efforts to improve the community's quality of life. This year's winner is South Forest East Neighborhood Watch Team. Could you join me here up at the podium? South Fork East Neighborhood Watch Team. Come on up. The South Forest East Neighborhood Watch Team has dedicated itself to keeping its community safe. In addition to working with the Hillsborough County Sheriff's Office on local safety concerns, the association partnered with the YMCA to offer swim lessons for neighborhood children. The team also partnered with the Hillsborough County to repair one of the neighborhood's sidewalks and collaborated with TICO to improve its lighting. Their work helps keep the community streets safe and inviting for all of its residents. Let's offer them a round of applause.
We moved here 2007, and then you see all the signs, that they have neighborhood watch programs. Found out about the program, investigated it, and became active in it and enjoy every minute of it. We had a lot of squatters in the area move into houses that were left abandoned. It's starting to turn around. It looks good. It's promising. Residents are becoming more active, and I think everybody is learning that. Community is everybody working together. Everybody wants the best. They all want to live a good life here. 9 times out of 10, when I reach out and I ask a resident, hey, can you, they're more than willing to help out, and I'm grateful for that. The YMCA run a program that runs from, I think, April, May until the end of August. It just gets kids that don't maybe like the water, like swimming, familiar with the water, respect for the water, maybe not to be afraid for kids that are afraid, and kids that just maybe don't have any fear to kind of respect the water, and parents to learn to let go and not to be so scared, but then just to have the respect for it as well. I'd like to thank Wanda's office for sure, the Hillsborough County Sheriffs for all the work that they do, Public Works for taking care of the potholes, taking care of all of the jobs that we rely on that maybe residents don't think about.
Now, I actually had nothing to do with the voting, the nominations, or the outcomes, other than getting a chance to announce them. But this one is very, very close to my heart. Our last recognition is the Neighborhood Community Partnership Award, which recognizes excellence in a neighborhood and community partnerships with a business, nonprofit organization, institution, and other neighborhood another neighborhood that enhances the surrounding community. Our winner is South Seminole Heights Civic Association. Would the members please join me? Many years ago, the Heights communities had a restaurant that burned down, and the employees ended up losing their jobs. So we threw a full-day music festival to raise money to help offset the cost of those employees that were needing to find other employment until they were able to. It was a great event, but it was an idea, and it didn't have to die. South Seminole Heights Civic Association didn't let it die. This association chose to partner with local businesses to build a safe and sustainable community for residents and businesses. Its efforts have led to sponsorships to fund the South Seminole Heights Street Art Trail, and its partnership with Brewbus Brewing has resulted in the creation of the annual Heights Unites Music and Arts Festival. That is just a full day of wonderful, wonderful events and builds resources for lots of issues associated with the community. Partners with the various different neighborhoods around it, as well as with the local chamber in the area. Talk about working together to make great things happen, and these folks deserve a round of applause.
Our neighborhood association knows that we can't do it alone. We need the help of our residents who volunteer and step up as leaders, and we need the help of our commercial residents as well. They help us in advocating for our neighborhood and making our neighborhood that much better along the commercial corridors. But we know that when we have needs that need to be addressed, that it takes all parties to be involved, and that includes our businesses. And we look forward to their support every year.
I think we have a great neighborhood here in South Seminole Heights. We have a very active community. On our board, we have a very wide variety of folks from all different backgrounds that bring certain strengths to our board and help with the leadership capacity for the entire community, whether it's art, whether it's the school, our Broward Elementary nearby, whether it is the business community up and down Florida Avenue. We have a very strong community here led by some really great folks.
In every neighborhood, you've got residents, you've got city and county space, and you've got businesses. And it's important that our businesses play a role in the neighborhood associations so that we can improve growth, that we can improve impactfulness, and we can improve our effectiveness, not just for the businesses, but for our residents and our visitors alike. And I would just challenge every neighborhood to make sure you're engaging your businesses, and every business to make sure they engage their neighborhood association. One of the coolest things that we've done recently is start the Seminole Heights Street Art Trail. And some of these businesses partnered to sponsor each of the locations, to pay for the artist fees, to pay for the paint, and to really get us going. And that helped open up the door to future grants. One of the other things that I think that we're most proud of is working with Brew Bus Brewing for the Heights Unites Music and Arts Festival. 50% of all of those profits come back to our community and community improvement projects. And then we also have partnered with them to fund a $25,000 endowed scholarship to the University of South Florida from Hillsborough High School over the next 5 years. So having their partnership has been essential not only in the growth and improvement of our neighborhood, but also what we're able to do outside of it.
Thank you, Commissioners Merman and Overman, and thank you, Mike, for your ongoing support of our neighborhoods. Once again, let's give all of our winners a big round of applause. Again, I sincerely thank each of you for the outstanding work you do every day in our communities. Your efforts are the foundation for neighborhoods across this county, and they ensure a bright future for all our residents. I also thank all of you for attending this year's conference. We hope you found it informative, interesting, and fun. All of the videos that you've seen today will soon be posted on the county's site, so please make sure to check it out. We'll also be sharing it on our social channels over the coming weeks, so please engage and make sure you share it with your neighborhoods. This is great work, and we need to highlight it, and we hope you highlight it as well. Now please enjoy, if you haven't made it to dessert yet, enjoy your dessert, and we look forward to seeing you in the spring. Thank you.